Hello, Calvin. This is an informative speech for COM 101. There are these 4 note cards. Yes. Alright, so it's an informative speech. I'm going to be talking about the iPhone and how it drastically impacted the mobile phone industry in the early 2000s, and how it influenced mobile cellular hardware, user interface, and social networking. So basically, before the creation of the iPhone, mobile phone capabilities were limited and unintuitive. The impact Apple had on the industry created a ripple, and basically it impacted our day-to-day lives. For example, most households in the early 2000s had landlines, they had FM AM radio, and they had desktop computers with bulky towers, which the first generation of the iPhone in 2007 was to change. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how the Apple iPhone impacted our day-to-day lives. So other than research, I grew up in the late 90s and early 2000s, so I got to experience the first-hand evolution of hardware and how basically Apple transformed the way we interact with technology. By the end of the speech, I hope to impart newfound knowledge and appreciation for the iPhone. So before the creation of the iPhone, the hottest phones on the market were the BlackBerry and the Sidekick, both of which were popularized for their tactile physical keyboards. Apple created the first full-size touchscreen, multi-touch, and it had numerous built-in sensors. So the iPhone 5 was years ahead of its time. According to Apple, it was the first fully touchscreen capable. It was the first fully capable touchscreen, sporting a 3.5-inch diagonal screen with 320 by 480 megapixels. So basically, Apple pioneered the first touchscreen because they believed that our fingers were the most convenient tool for interacting with our phones. Coinciding with the touchscreen was a multi-touch feature display. Some of the highlighted features of the time were the ability to pause, play, rewind, all that, all with just interacting with your phone screen and not having to press any other buttons. The full-size touchscreen was also beneficial for viewing media such as movies, your favorite TV show. So the iPhone's hardware was the first to have proximity sensors, ambient lighting sensors, and also an accelerometer in their phone. Basically, they serve multiple purposes depending on the application that you use. For instance, the accelerometer was used to indicate speed and location when using Google Maps or GPS. And of course, with good hardware, you have to have a decent or better interface. So OS X was before iOS, and basically that operating system was revolutionary for iPhone because it was extremely user-friendly, and the mobile phone market has never experienced anything like it. Some features included Apple Music, Safari, and the App Store. So Apple was the first of its kind to create a streaming service with thousands of songs accessible at the touch of a screen, and of course with a monthly subscription. Before that, downloading music was kind of tedious. You had to do it manually by plugging your phone into LimeWire and Napster and downloading and burning that from the internet. So it was just tedious and inconvenient. The iPhone came with an internet search engine straight out of the box, which was Safari. It was a full-functioning mobile internet service, which made it so that you always had a portable laptop with you. And they also had the App Store, which was created in 2008, a year after the iPhone was released in 2007. So the App Store was the best way for new Apple applications. To be downloaded and maximize the potential of your phone. So eventually they allowed third parties to create their own apps. This made the iPhone even more intuitive, and it would basically benefit for your specific needs. The combination of internet accessibility along with creation of the apps paved the way for new people to social network. So basically, the convenience of social networking was increased a lot. The iPhone user-friendly interface was created. User interface was the creation of apps. So basically, it allowed you to have more direct access to social media that quote unquote, that could help you find and build communities. The iPhone and all of its devices, it is inspired in the decades since its inception and have gone beyond convenience to lifetime. That's a quote directly from Forbes. So basically, from YouTube to HTML, email, and text threads, Apple interwove a new way to connect each other. The YouTube app came already downloaded onto the phone, which allowed you to view any kind of video. It inspired content creators, and it would allow you to interact with certain communities in which you were interested in. Along with that, you had HTML email, which allowed you to have direct and real-time notifications for your email. Think about how important things are connected to your email, or how many important things are connected to your email, like such as bank statements, social media notifications, and maybe employer contacting. I don't know. Missing an email was now becoming outdated because of how convenient it was to check it. Text threads were also innovative. All the info in your text threads regarding your contacts, you were talking to, was organized in a simplistic way. Apple also created emojis, which allowed you to convey emotions a lot easier to one another, and this made text messaging a lot more interesting for the younger crowd. As you can see, the iPhone and iterations of its features can be found in every single mobile device today, such as Android, or it's basically just Android is the main competition. Whether you like it or not, whether you're an iPhone fanboy or not, has directly or indirectly impacted you. Without the iPhone, mobile devices, social media, streaming, all those services today would be complicated and lackluster. So we gotta thank Apple for what they've done for the community and the progress that they did in the mobile cellular community specifically, as well as streaming. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.